Assalamu alaikum, good evening. Assalamu alaikum, good morning, Gambia and Gambians and all people listening or watching Facebook Live. Mbokk yi man maa ñëwaat Facebook Live pour course on the political development in the Gambia. And it's just a brief statement bu ma make. But su soobee Yàlla, unless something change, te foog naa su something changes, it's so important to address. And on Tuesday, on Fatu Radio Live, this would be my talking points. And I hope they can join in the discussion su ñëwee Facebook Live, astafurlah, su ñëwee to Fatu Network or Fatu Radio on Tuesday. This is going to be my talking point. Okay, am na present development yu nekk di dem on. We will welcome all the positive development. And you get caution on those positive development though. And lolu motax ñu ñëw ni waxtaan. And the first point bu ma bëgg a raise and going to be my talking point on Tuesday mooy Gambia decide, hashtag Gambia decide. And I'm very positive, very progressive. And foog naa ne it's something that should go forever. The hashtag Gambia, hashtag decide is a civil society boo xam ne dañ ko war a build. Dañ war a build structures starting from now. Man nag am na few people I know. I cannot name bugguma commencé di name I can give credit for few people ñu ma gis. I don't know how much they involved in it. Xëy na gis naa seen activities on Facebook and T-shirts and so on. But xam naa somebody whom I know more about it. Te su soobee Yàlla naa try to reach out that person to advise them to start to put structures. The gis nañ so far these people what they involved in during the campaign period. Someone like Ganjai and so others. Take development within the short period, develop into a movement. And I found out something very interesting about this point. Most of these people came from the diaspora. You had this project of hashtag Gambia Decide. This is the progress we make after the conceit of defeat and after Buya Jamaica reclined the defeat. This is the lulu yep, ñu ngi gis seen activity ñu noo demee and so on dañ war a dooleel ñooñu. Te nag ñu nee laaj ñu ngi leen a wax nañ make structures taxaw permanent pour continuer the programmes bu ñoo def gis nañ billboards yi fu ñu leen a def and the audacity and the way they were running this thing wane na ne ñi understand nañ lu ñoo def and lana tax ma ne ci su soobee Yàlla nañ naa dem more into it bépp naa bugg a ñëpp ñu dem more into it ñu waxtaan about these people and ñu gën leen a ñaax jox leen advice and pour ñu put these structures naa leen fàttali the Tea Party of the conservative the conservative in America. Tea Party bi buñ commencé ñu ne there are a bunch of lunatics there are a bunch of this bunch of that. But ñun xam nañ ne Tea Party bi bokk nañ si ñoo xam ne tey soo gisee America am Donald Trump whether good or bad ñoom ñoo ko def te these are our brothers and sisters on the ground and they are youths for that matter. These are the future of Gambia. Te ñun diaspora bi mel ni ñun we can really work with these people because they understand the diaspora. Te they are youths te am nañ energy am nañ know how and they are xam nañ understanding social media. This is the revolution we've been talking about. This is the poor people movement we've been talking about. Bugon na wax sax di leen rank to Yanamar, but no, I think they can do far better than Yanamar. They can be more progressive. Yes, at this present moment, hashtag Gambia Decide. You get support the interim government, you get support the transitional government. But in that support, in fact, too, you hope and wish let them take the challenge now and do the in fact caution, do the advice and call for accountability in so far what's going on. But nañ ko def responsibility. More money, nañ am structures. We want to see their structures. We want to see them am structures put new said, even to start funding them. We should start funding these people. They are very vital in what we do now. Because of they are not politically affiliated to any party. Because duñ jël suñ future rest ko on any political party. And because of gis nañ Africa, the majority of political parties suñ demee into office what happened? Dañoo throw the party line and bu boobaa fa lañ dee fêlé. But we want a civil society boo xam ne fa strong. Am institutions tam ne fa strong ñoo yóbbu Gambia si kanam. On this point of Gambia hashtag Gambia decide maa ngi ñaan anybody ku déglu lii or ku leen xam or ku xam what's going on, let's encourage these youths, let's encourage these people down on the ground at ñu nekk in the diaspora and everywhere else ñu taxawal seen structures yi and ñu move on. mbokk yi would bring us my naa leen ñu bring on my second talking point would be su soobee yàlla Tuesday ngeen baala ma dama soj would be the people that coming out now. Yes, am na ñu bari ñu nekk di génna léegi nii di join the movement, di join the endorse President-elect Adama Barrow and the support to the coalition government. Well and good, ñun lii lañ doon laajte te they are all welcome. Gambia yëpp lañ welcome ñu ñëw join, but am na loo xam ne doon na di wane boppam moo tax ma ne we have to caution ourselves, caution leen ñoom seen boppam at ma caution the diaspora and caution the Gambians ñu bàyyi suñu xel bu kenn ñëw change the narrative, bu kenn ñëw change suñu agenda. We are calling for change for Gambia. Ñun calling change pour génne fa Yaya Jammeh and replace another system boo xam ne the same people that hijacked the 1994 coup. Yes, 1994 coup bi dañ ko hijack and ñoom ñoo dooleeloon Yaya Jammeh pour teg ñu lu ñu teg for 22 years. bu kenn foog ne we welcome them but nag neexaluñ leen, forcé wuñ leen pour ñu join ñu. ñun dañ call seen consent as Gambians as family, but ñun xam nañ ne su nekkee ñoom suñ toogee ba tey ñoo join ñu, the reason ñu ñoo join ñu xam nañ ne there's no other way, it's just supposed to join us. loolu mooy dëgg. There's no other way because of nekkut ne ñun lu ñoo wax tey la am. It's been happening for 22 years. te bu ñoo dem to elections ñoom seen boppa war doyoon na waroon nañoo mën a support the coalition. Why now? waaye ba tey ñun lu ñu doon wax mooy ne pour indi peace and stability in the country ñu leen a call out ñu ñëw join waaye nag buñ fekk ne tam dañoo ñëw join ñu pour dictate or hijack the change. moo tax ma ne hashtag Gambia, the people's power have to stay because people power bi ñooy téye account to the politicians. The people power bi ne suñ soobee yàlla nañ waxtaan this people power again, nañ keep this people power and the fire burning. lu tax ma wax ko mooy well and good ku génna su la neexee ñëw bëgg a explain sa boppa, but we don't even ask pour nga explain sa boppa fu mu ne nii. The explanation will be done suñ demee ba pare put structures, accountability dina am. loo xam ne is moral is up to you. Understanding damage limitation, ku bëgg a def sa damage limitation defal sa damage limitation. Understanding ku nekk human being bu nekk da ngaa bëgg a rehabilitate sa boppa, but try to rehabilitate yourself properly. bul foog ne mun ngaa ñëw nax nit ñi dictate the agenda and keep the system in. ndig loolu du change personals is not change. We are not changing personal, but dañ bëgg a change the dictate in Gambia. dañ bëgg a change Gambien bi ñoo xoolee, Gambien bi ñoo gisee, Gambien bi nu moo demee. dëkk bi pour mu nekk pour Gambien, not for the few. change boobu la ñoo oote ñoom. The reason I'm saying this, Amadou Samba mu ngi make a point. ñun nag nekkuñ fi fu mu ne nii. In fact man du ma debate with Amadou Samba, du ma debate all the points that Amadou Samba is bringing up. Those things are up to a proper constituted body pour ñu toog debate ko. te loolu tam is up to the interim government pour ñu taxaw put the right structures, put the competent people in place pour ñu take people to account. It's not about prosecution. moo tax nag su taxawee di wax everything lu ko ne mu wax am na the right pour wax ko, and kenn warut a dem baas ko for what we're saying that, but nañ ko caution wax ko nag ne ñun what we asking from Amadou and any other person that come out mooy nga taxaw to make sure ne am nañ a peaceful transfer of power. ngeen use seen influences yoo leen am. Those influences you have to keep Yaya in power. Use those influences, take it away from Yaya, and ngeen use ko pour Gambia and peace and tranquility. ñun oote wuñ ndax Yaya na dem, Yaya dem na ba pare. lu ñoo oote mooy Gambia and peace and tranquility. moo tax ñu ngi loolu la ñoo oo Amadou Samba. moo tax soo gëleen gisee may reference the Gambia Bar Association, because Gambia Bar Association ñëwuñ pour jéem a excuse seen bopp for any lacking or any complicit or any conspiracy boo xam ne or any accusation bu ñu doon accuse personal individuals or the association for that matter, but they know heads on def the right thing and they are moving forward and ñu ngi represent seen the organization as they should. Nañ continue si loolu ñun nekkuñ fii di pick bones with anybody. Loolu ñun dañ oote rule of law moo tax maa ngi ne ba association lu ñoo def moom lañ expect from all these people come out di jël photo opportunity di endorse Adama Barrow on, so that's not enough. Can you please go back to your people the same way you help to help Yaya to consolidate power, help Yaya to stay in power, jëlaat leen those influences dellu si nit ñi ñeneen leen ne it's time to bring Gambia in the peace and tranquility in Gambia su soobee yàlla. Reconciliation bu ñoo oote is not about witch hunt or anything, but proper structures in your take accountable. Koo xam ne nag it's about moral. Yow yaa am pour rebuild sa moral. Yow yaa am pour win the public confidence. Bu boobaa Gambian yi óoluwaat la joxaat la xëy na imam nga alkaali nga or whatever. But nag koo xam ne businessman nga koo xam ne da nga amoon head of an institution and so on, you have to go through the rule of law nga proof ko. Koo xam ne security officer nga, so if you have been responsible for anything or any accusation, moo tax ma ne most of it dañ leen accuse. It doesn't stand. Luy stand mooy ne the government take the responsibility and put the structures. You use them through the right due process. Them use rule of law and either take somebody responsible for it or you yow nga dem prove sa boppa innocent of those crimes and bu boobaa nga nekk a free citizen dem sa yoon. And maa ngi woon the current political political facilitators. Because I said obviously we doing all we can with the security forces, but now before it gets to the security forces, Gambia the little that left with Yaya Jammeh political support, have to be taken off. Either you take off or anything else, after the 18th, all these people will be held responsible for right now, what they have done for 22 years. But right now, the rest of the people around Yaya Jammeh, the political support, they would be tried and they will be held accountable as soldario any eventualities and they have caused any harm to any civilians or any citizen of the Gambia or any permanent life of on the soil of the Gambia or anywhere else. These people will be then aid and abet for these crimes to happen, because already what Yaya is doing is a treasonable charge. ñoom nag su nekkee ne ñu ngi help the facilitate the nekk emissary for Yaya Jammeh right now. They use the cover of the better they are serving their constitutional period, dañoo fen. You can serve your constitutional period, but during that period, you should not do anything that's not unconstitutional. You should not do anything that's illegal. Mota bala jahumpa the contacts you're trying to do, and then the materials or the personals or any lobbying boneka they def, it's unconstitutional and it's illegal. At the moment, and not every other person. Yen mudem the buga mount the take over the political bureau or take over the observer or head the GRTS and head all those propaganda material positions. Yen help Yaya Jammeh in this treasonable charge. All of you will be held accountable. Also tools are relevance. Because of you can stop this change. To stop this chaos that happen or this stability in Gambia. This stability. And just to remind you again, if I come off this call, do not continue, and you send family, those people we're talking about, send family already you get wahanyon, and we'll cause on them again. Can you fatally learn? And just to reassure Gambians and remind them something that Gambians didn't know about. Gambia is not a hub. Gambia amuñ a hub. Amuñ a transit hub. Gambia amuñ direct links to anywhere in the world, apart from Gambia, England. Gambia, even to go to other West African countries or to go to other African countries, Gambia have to use other countries as a hub, especially Senegal. Moo tax ñu leen ne be reassured ne su the government with delay advice and the right advice nañ leen ne I mean, this government also sorry this criminals would be rendered useless to come on the 18th because of anybody, any emissary bu dugaat Senegal after the 18th, you'll be arrested. Because of Buboba, the sanctions would have kicked in. Any emissary would them any capital of the knowingly them into any capital in the West African region or any European country, you'll be arrested. Because of Buboba, yange them for as a facilitator. From the Ninak, so you say arresting. So gisee ne arrestuñ the people ñu ñoom Bala Jahumpa nekk Sénégal di wax ak ñun di ñu ne yes ñu ngi consider li this and this ba pare yéen Lamin Manga and others ngeen toog foofu nekk émissaire of Yaya Jammeh fekk in the other hand yéen a ngi ba tey yéen a ngi liggéeyal Yaya Jammeh ak seen mbokk yoo xam ne ñu ngi ñoo call di ñu oog di ñu koosoon di ñu ne ok suñ génn seen ndax di ngeen leen welcome why not. Yet xam ngeen ne loolu du dëgg ñun amuñ that xool boobu ñun gisuñ it's not personal waaye nag soo leen nekkee foofu ni na la oon ne it will stop after the 18 because anybody ku dem Dakar te demuloo fa to seek refuge nga dem fa foog ne di nga mën a nekk foofu liggéey Yaya Jammeh you be arrested. Anybody ku nekk si any embassy in the western hemisphere or nekk in any West African country nga foog ne di nga operate foofu as an emissary you be arrested because all of you will be identified and all of you will be reported. To anybody who abscond will notify Interpol and you'll be hunted. Why not? What are you cause on the what cause on all this nonsense will stop after the 18. Why not for us stop before the 18? Before anything any eventualities. What are you cause all those governors, all those parliamentarians on the 18? So difference in parliamentary duties, all of you will be termed as criminals because you're not illegal. How much the constitutional mandate when parliament is dissolved anyway to prepare for parliamentary elections. But hamnane sunekene constitutionally you get the stability probably even that parliament should be dissolved because of Salva to purpose and to render them all criminals because of they are emissary of Yaya Jammeh. Why all those technicalities will be looked at people knew the know-how and advise the government in way as necessary as it is. And another talking point would be the criminals. The criminals in the diaspora here, the criminals in the Gambia, ñoo des with Yaya Jammeh. Taxaw fii foog ne they can defend this change or stop this change. Because of sàccakat lañ reykati nit lañ rambaajkat lañ def nañ lu bari pour Yaya Jammeh or sustain nañ Yaya Jammeh. All these criminals they cannot blackmail us. Mënuñoo blackmail on nañu waaw yéen a nekk di wax about prosecution yéen a nekk di wax lifin dañ war a it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Because of ñu ngi leen bàyyi bëgguñ leen a jox relevance te duma leen jox relevance by calling your name waaye ñun ñëpp xam ne ñenn you think people think ne da ngeen smart da ngeen intelligent da ngeen it's just nonsense. So leen intelligent smart on you will not talk garbage. It's garbage. Ndik mun ngaa binda angale taxut ne yaa ngi wax lu right ndik mun ngaa wax lu straight string sentence minu ne yaa ngi wax lu right nit ki da nga war a am jom nit ki da nga war a xam morally foo war a taxaw su time bi jotee deciding moment bi su jotee war nga xam foofu fu ñu war a taxaw waaye nag kenn bu mu foog ne because of génn ngeen wax nit ñu tontuñ leen déedéet it would be really irresponsible pour taxaw pour fii fi waxante yéen or di defend di leen jéem a prosecute nobody will prosecute you on public media no su soobee yàlla the government nañ constitute the right body ngeen xool those people ñu daw di wax I'm sorry to say this again di wax day corosise bi nii la amee ne la amee foog ne that is the real narrative foog ne that's the only narrative those people di wax about xaalis bi nii lañ ko def ne lañ ko def foog ne that's the only narrative people ñu wax ne compagnie bi nii la demee ne la demee think ne that's the only narrative bu leen foog ne lu xew Gambia other Gambians xam nañ ko am na Gambians waxaguñ waaye nag góor a Gambians suñu leen joxee the opportunity ñu constitute the right frameworks right institutions maa la wax ne all those nonsense yu garbage bu nekk on social media di nekk on online radios ñu ko wax yëpp na dem to the dustbin it's enough It's enough. So gisee nag duñ nan oh it's not nothing if we don't want to give relevance. Taxaw foog ne you are an expert on military, you are an expert on this, you are an expert on that, you are an intellectual garbage. Loolu soo nekkoon intellectual you will not taxaw tey amuloo the moral bearing to see what it is. My wax ngeen a dox di jox Yaya all that credit about all these weapons, about all this might, about all this thing. So leen amoon intelligence di ngeen xam ne it's nonsense. So leen amoon intelligence di ngeen how powerful it's to advocate for the people power and stand with the people. Xam ne it's the people that brought change in the Gambia. It's no one individual, and it's no one institution. It's the people that stood up. I mean, and obviously, I mean, the people from the diaspora stood. I mean, cooperate. I mean, energize. I mean, supported, and every other. ñëpp am nañ narrative bi. moo tax ku taxaw fii foog ne mu nga jël sa gëbëj di ko wax ni kenn tontuwul la kenn faalewul la o am nañu condescending di wax ak yow suñ paree di génn si biti di brief man duma awu duda nekk foofu suñ paree yow nekk sa Facebook di la likeal di la commental waaye suñ paree call anybody who bloody call me about anybody else garbage ñun ñëpp xam nañ seen hypocrisy. Let this hypocrisy stop. wax leen ñooñu garbage don't comment on them. bu leen jox the attention they seeking. We know they are criminals. ku ragal Yaya Jammeh dem rek criminal nga. That's period. All the political support bu ragal Yaya Jammeh dem they are criminals. su doon ne ñoo xam ne dañ rus bi fu mu ne nii doy na but su soobee yàlla dañ leen ne accountability na am and we will have to in the proper way. Bokk yi finally we have to caution and we have to advise keep still give it out there to Adama Barrow and the president the coalition partners. lu ñu leen a advise rek let them be very careful. Let them take advice, but nañ jël caution. Let them take advice from the right people. Man nag xam naa ne respect naa leen te xam naa ne they have what it takes. suñ jëlee seen time moytu people especially the last people that came out these last days. And so many last people that came out last days, I'll tell you one thing. suñ ne moytu leen Suleiman Suarez, it's not Suleiman would come and talk. They did. Suleiman dafa use certain people pour ñëw waxal leen. déglu leen advice yu ñu leen a jox. seet leen ñana leen a jox advice yi. seet leen advice yu ñu leen a jox lan la méngoo. te bàyyi leen xel ne Gambia moo leen fa teg. bàyyi leen xel ne people bi ñoo leen fa teg. dañ leen fa teg pour change ñun bañuñ Yaya Jammeh dañ bañ Yaya Jammeh bi ndig lu mu fa def. dañ bañ ñu toppoon Yaya Jammeh bi ndig luñ sa jàppale Yaya Jammeh. ñun dañ ne fa teg na because dañ bëgg a change for Gambia. war ngeen a xam the right people ñu leen a war a advice. war ngeen a xam advice boo leen wala jël at boo leen war a jël bu leen nangu kenn hijack this agenda ndig ñun duñ ko seetaan. nañ leen advice with respect and will hold you accountable. nañ leen support but will hold you accountable. dinañ am patience dinañ am lépp but nag suñ demee ba gis loo xam ne mu ngi ëpp loxo we cannot stop that. fu mu ne nii nag bëgguñ any diversion bëgguñ anything and we are happy the way so far the way ngeen conduct seen boppa but soo gisee ñu ngi ko wax we are already aware of certain people already ñoo doon nañ di start pour foog ne they can hijack this progress. moo tax su soobee yàlla Tuesday this is the agenda and I hope ne and I try to get this Skype working properly on Fatu Network on Tuesday 2000 hours I think GMT. ñu ñëw in this conversation this agenda dañ am pour keep we have to have a meaningful change because the reason is mooy suñ jëlee the right advice especially suñ dégloo and let them maa ngi ko waxaat buñ neglect the diaspora let them listen to the diaspora but waxuma ne listen everybody in the diaspora but ku nekk ñoom war nañoo xam ne ñu ñoo déglu ak ñu war a déglu especially su nekkee ne borom am na consistency borom am na the background am na the education am na the knowledge waxuma education rek because of am na the DR front of the or the front of it or whatever education gis ngeen am na track record bi loolu yëpp ngeen war ngeen a ràññale loolu xam nga war ngeen a xam borom da am na agenda or what lu mu leen advice na agenda la or whatever. There's nothing wrong nit kuy lobby job ku bugg a dem lobby sa job lobby for a job it's all right, but ñun ñu ñoo cause on the believing nañ bàyyi xel with these jobs where they're going to, especially jobs yoo xam ne dafa need technical skills, dafa need expertise. These are not political appointees. Political appointees can be happen, but dafa am job yoo xam ne dafa liggéey soo xam ne dafa important, dafa am liggéey yoo xam ne dafa important, and the diaspora ñu ngi am much to give, and necessary, not as necessary to appoint these people. There are many ways to harness these experiences, the knowledge and the skills and everything from the diaspora without, it's very difficult for diasporans even to take up a job in the Gambia. Why not? There are many ways, but the diaspora we can help. Open those doors, put out the comes my brother Femi Mohandi Numkawe. Open and bureau, open whatever it is, whatever it takes, whatever language but ubiland that we on, but diaspora the money contribute to the change and to have this meaningful change. Because I can tell you, private citizens have taken their resources. Private citizens have built up capacity. Private citizens are engaged right now. Luma or in the security forces. They have built up capacity of intelligence networks. You could build up for almost 16 months because of and they have contributed and make sure you know fee because while you after and these people have used their own resources. You have the so say them to because of what they were doing with COVID. They social media. They won't see any businessmen to ask for these resources, to support them. But they, the agency, they took their resources, they built a capacity on an intelligence network, they built a capacity about definitely, and they have make gains, and they are building on that gains. And they would continue to advise. And these are private citizens, you got it. At Hamna, in all the areas, you have the private citizens, definitely, they have been doing these things, and some of these people will approach the government and they will advise them. While still now it's up to the government, said responsible to be cautious and take the right advice. To be cautious, we will hold you account for anything to change. Gambian people, we are holding ourselves to account. ñu jóg def loo xam ne suñ réew ñoo ko santa buñ xaar nit ooñu ñun duñ xaar nit ooñu pour def lu ñoo def lu ñu doon def especially diaspora bi kenn xaaruñ ñu in fact ñun ñoo nekk at the forefront di oon nit ñi jóg leen and as I said nañ leen welcome everybody ku génn si waaye buñ nangu kenn change narrative bi buñ nangu kenn change anything else. Gambia dañ all count for change and we want a meaningful change. So these are the talking points will be introduced on Tuesday. The only reason I came on from social media or Facebook Live to bring it out more, if really, to be honest with you, Damabuga interest in that program. Damabuga feedback from Damabuga participation from that program. And Damabuga, this talking point for important. The Bugana Gambians, think about it. The Gambians do something about it and new discourse and new focus and take course in what we do. Na government build confidence. Buñ vagal, buñ jox yaaya doole bu mu amul. All these criminals ñoo nekk di jéem a dooleel yaaya amul doole boobu. And let's have this confidence. They have nañ am the belief, nañ am the confidence in the government in way. Nañ leen support the government in way. Nañ leen hold to account, but let's do it responsibly. And caution on that. And the now that's what? The people power. The people power, the only way we can keep this people power is through people know how many on the ground. And let's make sure the civil society more tahu. Let's make sure the coalition partnership or government it's an interim government. And make sure the civil partnership, because if they are not party and affiliated, these people will be right people to be independently to help to challenge. And to help to support. Mota this hard start Gambia, ku ham anything about them or moon anything about them, let's support them, let's put structures and then start structure from any. This is the change we've been calling for, change Bignona, and this change let be real. Then I'm changing and I'm a meaningful change. We have an accidental change 1994, Munginyo a disaster. Bunango This is not an accidental. This is a democratic process. This is the rightful way to bring out change. This is what we really call a revolution. Let's make it a real revolution. A revolution is not taking the barrel of the gun to change, but it's to take the people's power and change, and let the change be meaningful. Jërëjëf su soobee yàlla Tuesday on Fatu Network 2000 hours GMT. I mean, nañ ñëw the Gambia way forward, and we have to look at into these talking points and you move forward to it. Thank you very much. Thank you to you all.